Hello again, people. Welcome back. HemingwayLand.com, your source for quality, affordable land in the states of New Mexico and Hawaii. This is our preview of all the properties going live on the website for tomorrow, Friday, March 6th, 2020. Before I get to that, as always, I want to thank all the new people who bought land from us this past week. Mo bought some property from us in Socorro County, that new lot that we listed on Friday. Mo swooped in, scooped it up, bought it in about 1 hour. So thank you to Mo. For the record, I told you guys that one would sell fast. I got a lot of calls and emails about that one. I hope to have a few more in Socorro County before the month is over, so be on the lookout for those. Additionally, I want to thank Peter, Jessica, and Adriana, all of whom bought property from us in Taos County. Adriana, by the way, becomes our first buyer from Slovakia. So, welcome, Europe. Additionally, I want to thank all the new subscribers on the channel. I can't see most of you, but Sandra A., Charles B., Mr. Trax, thank you and welcome. Hope you find something here you're interested in. Want to also thank all the people who've been engaging, quote-unquote engaging, with us on the channel, asking questions, leaving thoughtful commentary, correcting me on things. All that's appreciated. The guy this past week who called me a tool, however, not appreciated. So, thank you to all of them except for that guy. With all that said, guys, we've got 4 new lots going live this weekend, all of them in different regions of the state, all of which I think are, well, they excite me. Hopefully at least one of these will excite you. So, here we go, in alphabetical order. Cibola County starts us off this week with 2 new lots. These are adjacent, by the way. CBNM-0001F and G, both are 5.3 acres in the Pine Meadows Ranch subdivision, and both are priced individually at $5,500. For the record, we will sell you both for $11,000 or $5,500 multiplied by 2. The F page and the G page are going to have the same video up on them. The properties are largely the same. They are both located, the combined 10 acres are located here between Pine Meadows Drive and Mesquite Drive. The F property is on the northern part, the G property is on the southern part. The only real difference between these two properties is the F property has a little bit of a previously built structure on it, which we show you photos of in the gallery and which we talk about a little bit in that video. Blah, blah, blah. For those of you not familiar with the Pine Meadows Ranch subdivision, it has been some time since we've listed out here. It is, as noted, located in Cibola County, very close to the El Morro National Monument. You've got the ice caves over here, the El Malpais National Monument as well. More importantly, however, and what I think most people use these lots for, is let's go to the map here. So there's roughly about 300,000 acres of national forest very close by, where you can hunt all sorts of critters, deer and turkey and bear and so on and so forth. So I think that's what most of our previous buyers have used these lots for, either as a place to sort of build a hunting cabin or some sort of staging area for their hunting, let's say, number one. Or number two, I know some people bought these with the intention of using these as sort of summer retreat camping type properties. I will tell you guys, there are covenants and restrictions that go with land out here in Pine Meadows Ranch that would make you believe your options are somewhat limited a little bit in what you can do out here. I, however, in all the time that we've been buying and selling land out there and I've been getting photos back from the region, it seems to me like 0 of these covenants are being enforced. So, you know, FYI, if you buy it, there's regulations that go with the land, but I don't think anybody actually cares. Whatever the case, we'll have videos up on those 2 listing pages, as well as a wealth of photography so you can review what these gorgeous lots look like in Cibola County. Next up is Hidalgo County. It's been a while since we've listed property in Hidalgo County. Whatever the case, this week we have HGNM 2224, roughly 10 acres, 9.3 acres, priced at $14,000. As you can see from the headline here, power at the lot line, no countywide zoning laws. Hidalgo is one of these places where, you know, Socorro, for instance, from last week has no countywide zoning regulation. Hidalgo doesn't have a countywide zoning office, but there are little towns and municipalities within the county, like Lordsburg, that have their own notions about what you can and cannot do. This, however, is outside Animas. Let's pull it up on the map. In unincorporated Hidalgo County, so the sky's the limit. Your imagination is... You get the point. Anyway, all right, so this 10-acre property is located right here, just south of the 9. Let's zoom back a little bit. Just outside Animas, about 10 miles outside Animas, about 10 miles outside Rodeo, and roughly about 5 miles from the Arizona border. Property is, as noted, 9.x acres right here. Sits in a well, I'm not going to call it a residential area, but you do have 2 neighbors next door, 1 and 2, etc. And there are utilities going right across the property line right here. You can see this. It's also demonstrated in the video that we have on the plat map. Whatever the case, there is power at the lot line and wide open zoning. So excellent property for those of you who are looking for a place that you can park an RV indiscriminately or build some sort of unconventional structure like a tiny home, a yurt, an earthship home, so on and so forth. By the way, I'd just like to point out here in the photo gallery, you'll see a lot of nice photos of this region. One thing I want to point out to you, this is what's on the neighbor's property. Transmitter located on neighboring property. For the record, if your neighbor has something like this built, you know there is no one enforcing zoning in this region. So, just an FYI. Anywho, and finally this week, the 4th and final property is in Luna County. Yes, guys, we're back in Luna County this week with the property we've been trying to list for the last 3 weeks. It is down here on the bottom. This is LNM-0007. This is about a half-acre property, and it's priced at $25,000. Why? Because as you can see here, it's a residential lot with city utilities, and it is literally in the heart of Deming. Let's go to the listing page. I'll have a video up on this tonight. You know, usually with these videos, I talk a lot about zoning. I talk a lot about how to access the property. I talk about local utility companies. I talk about covenants and restrictions. All of that pretty much unnecessary in this video. It's easy to find this property. It is this half-acre lot right here off of Diamond and Apple corner lot. This half-acre is a combination of 6 adjacent 0.08 acre lots, believe it or not. And as you can see, it's about a block and a half from Columbus Road, aka Highway 11, and about a mile and a half from the I-10 corridor. Whatever the case, the property is in the heart of Deming itself, and I think this is a really good one for the investors out there who watch these videos, for people who want to buy good investment properties, places you can build something and rent it out. Places, I mean, just buying this lot and, you know, essentially reselling it would make somebody some money. Or, you know, as I said, combination of 6 lots, build 3 structures on 2 of the lot, you know, build 1 structure on every second lot. I think I'm saying that correctly, etc. This area is zoned single-family dwelling. You can see some of the houses out here. Additionally, if you come to the photo gallery, let's do that. Hang on, guys. If you go to the photo gallery, you can see exactly what the area is like. Paved roads, power at the lot line, phone lines in the region, etc. I just want to be clear that when I say... Why is that doing that? I just want to be clear when I say city utilities, I don't mean that anything is hooked up on the property. I do, however, mean that it is available to the property because you're in a region where, as you can see from nearby homes, this isn't, you know, 500 people who each have a well. This is everybody has city water and city sewer. So it makes the lot, number 1, it defines it as buildable, and number 2, it makes it a lot more valuable because, of course, you are in such a dense residential area like this. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I will let you guys review the photos on your own time. Again, I think we've got something for everybody this weekend. The Cibola properties, I think, are good for hunters. I think are good for people who want some kind of summer home type of place, summer, you know, camping retreat, hunters and campers. The Hidalgo properties, great, you know, no zoning properties for those of you who want to build sort of unconventional things, live unconventional lifestyles. And then we've got a lot like this for our more sophisticated sort of investor buyers out there who are looking for land that they can buy and build on, buy and flip. So on and so forth. So it's a good week here at Hemingway Land. Hopefully you guys agree. When we will have some more great properties next week. I think next week we're going to be doing some Hawaii listings. So things to look forward to. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you in the next video.